Victoria, the Leader of Her Majesty's Loyal Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, my question is for the Premier. Serious concerns have arisen regarding Great Canadian Gaming, the company that is the government's hand-picked choice to operate the Woodbine Casino. It is alleged that organized crime funneled questionable money through a BC casino operated by Great Canadian Gaming. Gamblers allegedly, this is unbelievable, brought in hockey bags stuffed with apparent drug money to be washed through the casino. This has led to a large-scale investigation. The Premier has said she's paying close attention to it. That's not good enough, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, is the government not concerned about getting into business with a company that there's an ongoing investigation underway?
Thank you. Premier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I know that the Minister of Finance will want to comment. So, Mr. Speaker, my understanding is that the procurement decision was made by the OLG, the Government of Ontario was not involved, and that the Great Canadian Gaming Company is not part of the BC review, nor are they under any criminal investigation, Mr. Speaker. The OLG, as I said this morning, has anti-money laundering provisions in place for all gaming sites throughout the province and is in compliance with all federal anti-money laundering rules. The AGCO and OLG conducted rigorous background checks on Great Canadian Gaming as part of the procurement process, Mr. Speaker, and I know that the Minister of Finance has already been in touch with OLG, and as I said earlier to the media, Mr. Speaker, we are paying very close attention to this because of what has happened in British Columbia. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary, the member from Nipissing.
Thank you and good morning, Speaker. Back to the Premier. These allegations are exactly why this casino deal must be halted immediately. The fact the government isn't concerned about these allegations is shocking. When the casino contract was awarded, the minister told reporters he was, quote, extremely excited about the deal. But once charges were announced, the minister said he was not involved and unaware. If the finance minister didn't know about it, then he's in dereliction of his duty. If he did know, then why did he tell the media he wasn't aware? Speaker, we need to get to the bottom of this. Did the minister know his hand-picked casino operator is linked to a money laundering investigation?
Thank you.
Minister of Finance.
Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, it's obvious that the members opposite are doing everything they can to deflect the fact that they don't have a plan, they have no idea as to where they're going, and they're now their arguments with the term alleged, Mr. Speaker. Let me be clear. The integrity of this process is of the utmost importance. The understanding, and my understanding, is that Great Canadian Gaming is not under investigation. The opposition allegations are misinformed and ignore the facts. Both Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario and the OLG conducted rigorous background checks as part of the procurement process in the selection of the service provider. The OLG has strict anti-money laundering programs in place which are compliant with the federal anti-money laundering rules. The AGCO has also performed extensive and independent due diligence into current and past business practices and conduct before registering a gaming operator.
Final supplementary.
Your internal government documents reveal a $500 million money laundering investigation in BC. We read about, quote, suspicions of terrorist financing, possible organized crime connections, hockey duffel bags full of cash, tens of millions of dollars in $20 bills. Who does that? The RCMP investigation goes back to 2015. They said there was about $220 million laundered in BC in 1 year alone. How can this have all happened under the minister's nose? We need to get to the bottom of this. Speaker, to the Premier, what did the finance minister know, and when did he know it?
Minister of Finance.
Again, let me be clear. It's my understanding that the Great Canadian is not under investigation. We have, and the AGCO and the BC regulators are in contact, and they have been throughout the process, Mr. Speaker. But the member opposite is making allegations and now inferring criminal activity by a public company. I'll leave him to live with that fact, Mr. Speaker, but we on this side of the House have a process in place, a procurement that is fair and transparent. It has to follow due diligence before it proceeds to where it goes, Mr. Speaker, and I recognize that the member opposite is trying to spin and provide some indication of blame, but what we need to do is be fair in the process and let the process do its due course. Thank you.
Thank you. New question. The Leader of the Opposition.